creek that was a demon. And, oh my God, I just heard a crack. I think something just came out from under the bed, you know? And you make yourself so crazy. And then, like, just the idea that, yes, actually, your shadow peeled up off the street and decided to come back and talk to you. And you know, may actually come get you. It's a lot of fun.
Nice. Well, it's like I said, this is, I think, the first song you guys sent me. And I like all the songs, but this is definitely my favorite. Now, getting to the music side of things, the very beginning, was that like a loop of a violin, or?
That was one violin, and there's 2 tracks of cello, electric cello, played with a Thunderbird bass, and yeah, with a bow. Just let's go.
And then was the viola on that one too?
The viola came in the recent recording.
Oh, okay, so it's not that one. Okay.
You will get it.
Right on. So, with let's just go to the arrangement of the song. It had that kind of classic, kind of heavy, cool guitar riff. It was heavy, but it still had that kind of almost like a step to it, almost possibly like 3-4 times to kind of get you right into it and kind of nod your head along with it, sort of thing.
Actually, yeah, it's classical music. It's just plainly classical music rearranged with distortion, and yeah, I'm still in 4/4. It sounds rock, but it's a classical arrangement, I want to say.
No, awesome. So when initially when you guys wrote these tunes out and you guys wanted to make the album, was it a bit of a challenge to kind of organize them in an order that you wanted to make them flow properly, or was it kind of simple? How'd that work?
Well, you know, we wanted to tell a story, but not like a specific. It's not a concept album,
right?
So it's not that kind of story. But like we wanted things to kind of flow along, where you know, like, and if you think of energy like a river, then you know you're gonna have some rapids, you're gonna have some eddies, and we wanted to make sure that like you come in with a bang and you go out with a bang, and then you make people happy in the middle. So that's kind of how we arranged the songs, so that it would, you know, it keep people excited and up, but we can put some songs in there too, like for example, Bobbleheaded, which is a little bit, it's a little more downbeat than the other songs, but it's still a good song. So you want to sneak it in there where people can enjoy it, but you leave them like, you clap them on the back and you shove them out the door at the end, you know, make sure they leave with a happy grin. So.
Now, did you guys find that in your local scene in DC, is there a sort of metal scene there? Because I'll be honest, I don't know too much other than the old punk scene with Bad Brains and the whole deal and Rollins band. So
actually, there is a pretty good metal scene in DC. You know, it's underground because most of the stuff here you're actually going to find is a little more world music, or there's some pop around. But yeah, the if you know where to look, there's a thriving metal scene around here.
Nice. I just curious about that because excuse me, I just don't always know what's going on in the local scene to try to find out, but I can't always. So it's always good to know like what kind of scenes there are for different types of music. Now, the other thing that pretty much made me catch on to you guys right away was the fact that you're a decent metal band, because I mean I like metal, but you know, like obviously just like everybody else, I have my own likes and dislikes, and it was hard to find a decent one that I actually liked and wanted to play, and you guys were one of two.
Well, thank you very much.
And it's awesome because you know I like other genres as well, but you know once in a while I wanted something just a little heavier. So.
Oh yeah, you know, kind of pick you up on a Monday or something like that.
Pretty much, yeah. Or to keep me awake on the way to work. I work at before the crack of dawn, so let me tell you.
No, I believe it. Well, it's you know, it could partially be in our case because like Marty was kind of saying, we have a metal spine, but like the blood, as it were, running through the veins of our songs are, we've got the jazz, we've got hard rock, classic rock, we've got, I was actually brought up under classical music, so we've got some of that in there. So we use metal as the backbone to kind of drive things forward,
right?
But it's not a purely metal genre for us. So,
well, fair enough. And so, just in general, so like since you guys have been playing together, have you guys like known each other for a while, or kind of met up one day, like say through a friend of a friend, and just started talking about music and said, you know what, maybe this could work?
Actually, honestly, we've been playing together for a year, and it's been really cool. But about a year ago, I found a really interesting, kind of bizarre-looking Craigslist ad, and I was like, I'm gonna try this out and see what happens. And it turns out that I wound up looking into probably the one guy that has really comparable musical interests and talents to myself. So we wound up hitting it off and doing really well. And really, the only reason we met because I was like, "Oh, this ad is really bizarre." So it's either going to be awesome or really strange, but at least I'll get a good story out of it.
Yeah.
That's a great way to look at it.
Yeah. No. The traditional metal. I was looking for a band, and I was like, okay, forget it. I'm gonna get my band, and instead of having a big guy with no hair that screams like, and have a drummer that we can hear only the drums, and have 2-3 patterns of guitars that really are purely metal. It's what I've known my whole life, and now I go, okay, let's do something looking for other musicians and a singer for a theatrical metal swing band, masks, makeup, mandatory? No, was it makeup? Make your own mask, and no, you need also to have a set experience. I was talking I'm looking for an actor. I'm looking for a bunch of actors and a juggler, to be in a metal band. That was the original concept. And then we met. We kind of you jam on a few songs, etc. And then combining the theatrics in the ears and in the eyes, and and the feeling of theatrics for a metal band. That's the root. But yeah.
I just remember he had a goofy picture. That's all I remember.
Yeah. It was a picture of a Coleus leaf that I think I inverted the colors, so it was even more weird than weird. So yeah, for you guys at home, you take a picture of a Coleus and then you reverse the colors. You'll see.
Wait, well, that is
going to do that, man.
Oh, yeah.
Do it, man.
You say you will, but you won't. You won't.
Nice.
So that's definitely probably the best story I've heard of a band meeting. So that definitely makes number one, because I've never would have expected that. Out of all things Craigslist, that's awesome. So we're gonna.
Actually, we met at the post office. I said, "Yo, you sing? You want to be in the band?"
Oh.
Say, "Okay," and that was super quick.
Wow. Don't believe
Blasphemy!
it.
Liar!
So next up, we're going to take another quick little break here to play another one of your tunes off of Psychonaut called "The Fog of You." And I picked this one because we were talking about the thunder and the rain, that sort of thing. And obviously, it's in the beginning of the song. But it also reminds me of the Black Sabbath song, Black Sabbath, as well. So
The Doors and Ray Charles and lots of people did that before.
Riders on the Storm, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get to it. This is "A Fog of You," Coleus.
Your outline blurs to just a shade. You break, you melt, disintegrate. You turn to smoke, I'll see you dance. On my breath, there is no chance. The both of you will coalesce. Get out of here, you're dispossessed. The blueprints of your life alone will stay here. Yeah, the battles that you wage still ran through me. You turn to smoke, but you're not gone. Invade my head, and then you spawn. A thousand views march through my brain. Red face force drives me insane. You turn to smoke, acrid smell of guns and bombs. A living hell, your shape sucks through a gun in hand. A massacre is what you planned. The blueprints of your life alone will stay here. Yeah, me. The battles that you wage still ran through me. Remember not. Think I don't know what you're trying to pull. I see you stalking through my head like this still belong here. What was it about it? Because that's what you say. I'll tell you. Shh. It's war. It's on. Turn to smoke like fog war. A mind filled up with plastic gear that joins the troops that heed your call. Well, fuck you, Sarge. I'll fight you all. You turn to smoke, but I'm here too. They're not just memories of you. Though your arm ain't got inside that only cuts your ways to hide. The blueprints of your life alone will stay here. Yeah, me. The battles that you wage still ran through me. Ran through me. Ran through me. Through me. You're
Coleus with Fog of You. Now, this one is a rockin' tune. I can definitely kind of tell we'll say the horror influence in it.
Yeah.
And just again with your vocals, I just you get down to the nitty gritty, but you still kind of almost go from there to just completely different vocal range. You like the higher pitch side of it, and it just you do that very, very well. Like it's actually kind of impressive how well you do that.
Oh well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. As I said before, I've always been fascinated by different voices and different styles of doing things. So like I try to have several different voices, or if you want to think of it like different people,
Right.
In each song, just and have whenever I get to a particular part, this person sings and stuff like that. It makes it a lot of fun.
So, being as creative as both of you are, and especially in the theatrical side, like how much fun is it, or how much fun you guys have setting up for your shows?
Oh, it's a lot of fun. Like we do all kinds of craziness when we go on stage. Like I'm in full face paint. I've got my costume, like I'm smeared with blood. I got my contacts in so that I look like I'm from some other planet, or I was left out in the sun for a few weeks. Marty's got his gear going on, and we're setting up. It gets exciting.
Yeah, I've got my standard